I thought we can discuss innovation. So there is this product innovation that people talk about, where you create a new product or create a new service and create a new way of doing things. But what's happening right now is that we're seeing disruption with data and capital. Now, data is clearly, you've got hundreds and millions of consumers who are accessible on their phone devices. So you can instantly launch a product. You heard Netflix launched in 100 countries in one day. Essentially, any of the gentlemen sitting here, all of them, I'm sure the apps in the room, people have at least 2 or more of their apps on their phones here. So that the fact that it's different is that, one is that when you use the power of data and you're able to get instantaneous access to many million customers, you can suddenly create new markets. So what's happening today is that these companies are coming and putting a data layer on top of physical and brick and mortar businesses. And the data layer is becoming a gatekeeper for consumers. So essentially between Paytm, BookMyShow is the layer between a theater and a theater seat and you. And equally between a cab driver, who you would normally end up either calling or walking on a street to, he's become the gatekeeper there. And equally, Paytm is now, essentially, if you look at what banks were doing, the money was always electronic in a bank, and the bank was actually giving you cash from an ATM. You went back, spent it, the cash went back and became electronic again. That whole thing is destroyed now. You can keep money electronically in your smartphone. So the difference is that seeing that instantaneous growth that you can suddenly reach out to consumers, that a model can actually unbundle services and repack them in a new manner, venture capital actually goes deep into this and says that I can build new markets. So last year in the US, $1 billion company was built every 3 days. Now some of them obviously die because inherently these models that are disruptive are also commodity in the nature. Essentially whoever uses data the best is likely to win. So they face intense competition. But VC capital is designed to actually drive the wedge, and they see that they can get market share against physical and brick and mortar businesses, and this value will move to this layer. Today, whatever is happening, if you go on, let's say, shopping on Amazon or Flipkart, a big brand gets the same number of pixels on that page as a small brand. So it's commoditizing the physical brick and mortar business, and the value is moving to the data layer. And capital is therefore flowing into it, and capital can see returns, it can see disruption, it can see that incumbents cannot react, and that's how value is being created.